Good morning everyone and welcome to you in this daily update on Bitcoin. Hope that you're all doing very well as always. Hope you followed the updates on the Discord server and yesterday on the YouTube channel, because yes, we have rejected our first target, like almost to the absolute dollar. This is just absolutely crazy. So we're going to cover what we can expect next year. We're going to cover everything as always using Elliott waves and the levels, because as always here at that place we have a lot of possible configuration with the waves, and so we have to be aware of some few different counts, okay, and so we cannot just be aware of one simple scenario. So yeah, anyway, just gonna check that everything is working well on my side. Yes, the side is working well. If you have any questions, by the way, during this update, do not hesitate to go in the live chat and ask your questions. This is very important. And if you're watching this update later and you have maybe some questions, you can join the Discord server, go into the channel here. By the way, maybe you're going to add a question chat here, so maybe it's gonna be better like that. Yeah, I don't know, maybe I'm going to do this, but otherwise you can just go on the Discord server and ask your question in there if you have any questions, really, once you're, if the live stream is not live and you're watching this update later. Anyway, so yeah, what we have planned yesterday was so where was this? It was here. So we've got, you know, these three targets here planned to the upside mainly. Okay, we've got this possible swing through pan first of all. So just we take the previous high and we just retrace with the wick, but as I said, this is not very bearish. Okay, this was the order flow did not change it, okay, during the night, because I went to sleep next. And so yeah, we took the highs because that was still not bearish, and so from here we finally hit our top of the chart here, this higher time frame channel, our first resistance right here, and so from here we just get our nice short. And all of this of course by letting you know on the Discord server what is happening. For example, longs opening right when we are taking the highs and taking the highs exactly on the news time. Okay, I'll really let you know everything with some screenshots so you can really understand. And so I said, who the fuck will long that? Okay, because people, you've got like 8 million of new contracts opening right into our resistance and right at the news time. Why? Really go and learn trading. If you feel it long here, you really have to learn trading. Okay, this is you really have to do you have to learn trading. It's extremely important because this is absolutely not something to do. You do not long into the resistance, you long the support and you short the resistance. Okay, so it's, for example, that trend line. Okay, you know, a lot of big communities on YouTube and on Twitter and everything was looking for, wow, that big breakout, that big bullish breakout. And so the thing is, yeah, that's cool, but now you've got longs all the way up. And so the problem with this is when you come back down, so you of course, the problem with this, you take all these longs money because we did short at that top. Okay, but the thing is, yeah, first never do this, because now if you feel the longs, for example, here you're now underwater and you maybe haven't got a liquidation of that position, so that's not so good, to be fair. And yeah, you long here, you do not long here. Yes, we can do the breakout, because the thing you have to understand, people longing here are not taking profit all the way up here. They're looking for much higher, and so they're just now underwater and just in very big massive loss. Okay, so the thing is, with this trend line now, this is exactly what we was looking, you know, on Sunday with VIPs. We planned this trend line here, and this was not at all to look for the breakout like this for a big push to the upside. It was to look for first this possible swing through pan of that top. If there is none with that one here, then we just switch to the next one. So swing through pan or fail option as always. Swing through pan, take the high retrace, or fail option, spend some more time what we have done, and then retrace. Okay, I don't have a screenshot of this, but this is what our planned Sunday. We was aware of these possibilities. As always, I am never using this kind of pans or this kind of necklines or something like that to trade a breakout. Absolutely not. No, I'm trying to, I'm taking this simply to try to rate the people longing this. And this is what you should do, because if you're in some statistics on this, this is what is going to happen most of the time. So of course you can win, and we can, and even here we can do this. Okay, but for example, now people that feel the longs here are now underwater and got liquidated. So even now if we do this, we don't care. We just wrecked, we already got did a drop here. We did wrecked all the longs here already. That's pretty cool. So now with this trend line here, what we can look for, simply from the rejection of our first target, we can look for a possible flip to support before to get a continuation higher. Okay, possible into a second or third target. This is something possible. Now if we start getting acceptance below, flip this into resistance, then it's not looking really good for higher. In that case, this is really classed as a big failed auction, and so again a massive weakness to push higher, because we failed once more to push higher. Here as you can see, we have a range top right here, so we have a wick. You cannot maybe see that really well, but we do have, as you can see here, the reclaim. We have the range top. We break this range right here, You can see we break it here, big breakout, and again we just fail to push higher. And again here we have the top right here. Okay, we have the top. We try to break out and we fail to push higher. So if we start getting acceptance low here, it's just a massive weakness for higher, right? So yeah, so this is something very bearish. If we start flipping this neckline as resistance, again, that would be very good for our short from the very top, not gonna lie. But yeah, this is not looking good, very good for how if we start doing this. Okay, now if we just do a flip, so for example, this can be a possible long trade. I don't know, it depends on the direction we're going to get here. As always, what I'm looking at really here is simply the order flow. So this is not the order flow, this right here is an order flow. So this is an order flow. This is how, for example, you can make some decisions like this. I don't know if I have the, why this code don't want to open. All right, here we go. Yeah, here for example, before normally I was supposed to stop trading, but Bitcoin did some, I mean, move it a bit. This is how you can make such decisions, really, some real informed trading decisions. You just trade the probabilities. I just sent this picture of the order flow. If you don't understand this picture, just ask me some questions or go and check out the course on the website. But I say clearly here that this was more bearish than bullish. Yes, it can push high, it is just less probable, but we most of the time, generally speaking, when you have this data, we most of the time here take the lows. Okay, this is, yeah, and we did took the lows, as you can see here, just by reading some data behind the market. So this right here is the tool you need to read, I mean, to make your decisions on the targets we plan, to know if you have or not to take a trade. Okay, and you can see how powerful this is. You can recognize if you have or not to take some trades. If you have some early longs, you can see, okay, we've got some early longs, people longing into our target, but just we got no reason yet to long that. Okay, really. And yeah, how to not take some short, how to take some short. For example, you know, before when I said that the top was not bearish, for example, yeah, here the top here was not bearish, the first top here, so we did took the high once more. So you can see here how you can make some very cool decisions. But yeah, so this for example here is a possible long trade if we start to coming back here, okay, and from here get the good data for a long. Okay, if here we get a good data for a long, that can be something where we maybe just get a rise and another drop, for example like this, we get a bounce and another drop to get acceptance low. But in any case, that is a good long setup for a day. Okay, for day traders this is very good. Now if we start doing this, flip to resistance, and we, for example, get a massive amount of longs, but we don't push higher with the order flow, we can see if there's a lot of longs or not opening. If we get a lot of longs, but price is not moving higher, then it means that it's getting absorbed, and so there is just no reason to trade this. Okay, and we just wait for these longs to be either stopped out and then bam, reclaim. That will be a fake out as a reclaim, or we look for the bam continuation. And if we have to get a continuation, simple, there's just no long trade, and we just look for the next target. If we start looking for the next target, we look for this bam weekly naked path control with a weekly level. Okay, and if we start, by the way, just want to check something really quick. Where is the, yeah, you see, so we do have some confidence with this trend line right here. Do we have also some few volume here? Let's go, you can do it. Here we go. Yeah, we do have some confidence here. Look at this, we have like this. So you do have two different first configuration, I'd say. Okay, you can also bounce from here before, and even before to hit that line right here. By the way, it's not really well placed. You do have, so this first possible configuration, come back down, get a bounce. Okay, so we either have a long here, right there. Okay, maybe not for a new height, depends how far it goes. Really, we're going to recognize next resistance. I'm like here every single days except the weekend, so no worries. And otherwise, if you don't have any updates, if for example we're moving during the day, you just have to join the Discord server, go into the Mateos update here, and I'm going to update everything on the Discord server during the day, so no worries about this. But yeah, so if we have either this first possibility, now if we start breaking this and so getting this, okay, we just flip it into resistance or just get acceptance more down, okay, get acceptance below here, then it can be a possible short trade. But again, I mean I'm not going to short here, right? Because simply because I'm already short from higher, so I don't need to look for a short here, and I don't like to short this kind of stuff, to be fair. And then the long, I mean the long is okay really, but a short here, I don't like that so much, to be honest with you. Now this is a possible, yeah, that's a possible short trade. Okay, that is absolutely something possible. So these are the two setups we have just below us. Okay, now if we start getting acceptance against here below this value are high and below this neckline, then bam, break it down, and we should expect a quick move down here to around 26,200. Okay, something like this. Now if we start breaking this, be aware of that we have a triple low here, so we have a lot of stop loss and a lot of liquidity just below all these lows here. Okay, so we can just take some, for example, 2 lows and get a bounce with a front run again of the big levels here. Okay, this is something possible. Or just, for example, go below here, take the 3 lows right there and get a front run like this by taking also the third low, and bam, get a front run, maybe a day trade like this for a bit of a ride, and then bam, come back down, go below, and here we go drop, for example. I don't know, it depends what we're going to do here, but yeah, so these are some few targets you have to be aware of. So this, the triple low, this big zone of support, and as always, if we start getting acceptance below here, the monthly and the weekly, be aware of that. If we start breaking, I mean getting acceptance below this week here, we have a single print. So as always, if we get acceptance into the single print, we expect it to be filled, and so to go to the bottom of it, and so the bottom of it is around the lows here. So if we get acceptance below here, we expect a quick move down to around the lows here minimum, and here it depends on what data we're going to get, but I mean for the moment we're not here, but I would say we'll have more chance to take out the lows than to get a stop here. Now we need to see the data we have here live in the time. So yeah, that is a plan really to the downside. Okay, and if we start breaking this again, we are breaking a low, so we'll have to look for a swing through pound or a failed auction. And if we don't get any swing through pound or a failed auction, by the way, if you don't get some words I'm using today in the daily updates, ask me not in the comments, in the live chat, because you know I don't know if I have to explain all the time what is a swing through pound and a failed auction, or what is this. You know, I'm repeating this a lot, so I think some of you know this, maybe some of you don't. So really, if you don't know some words, don't hesitate to ask me, and I'm gonna answer you. Except of course, if you ask me like what is absorption rate, this are basic stuff you can find on the website if you want to learn. But anyway, so yeah, if we break the low here, swing through pound failed auction, if there is none, then we're more likely going to head towards the low right here. And so again, we take a low, so we have again to look for a swing through pound failed auction, and then here comes some big levels, monthly, weekly, monthly negative control, sorry, and the weekly here. Okay, this is a plan to the downside, and so now to the upside. If we do reclaim here, I will be aware of some lower time frame resistance. Okay, of course we're going to update next the lower time frame chart. This is a bigger time frame chart really, so you can see really bigger and higher time frame levels. And then here, so if we start to reclaim with trench really to push higher, we're simply going to look for the high to be taken. So again, swing through pound failed auction, there is none, bam, we can simply look for the next target. So again, target we have plan, simple as that really. Break this with no swing through pound failed auction, look for the next target, that's it. Okay, yeah, so now let's update the levels really. Okay, this is very important to do this every single days. We're also going to do a bit of the order flow reading, but by the way, do you have any daily here? Look at that, look how well respected these levels are. This is just pretty crazy. Look at this, support, go below, go to 27.2k as I expected if we break the daily negative path control, and bam, go and flip to resistance to the dollar, and from here get a bit of a drop. I don't know if you got the high of the move here, if you was very aggressive on this. Yeah, you got the high of the move, so this was, for example, a very good scalp. That's pretty nice. Oops, here you go. So yeah, I'm gonna keep it because as you can see it's still well respected, so it can be still a resistance. Okay, and so yeah, do we have any new daily here? Possibly on the top, yes. What the fuck? Okay. All right. So we do have this 27990 naked session path control. So naked session path control. Wait, what? Was 990? Yeah, 27990. Oh, all right. So I'm not going to add that one because it's simply on the daily. So I really don't care to. I don't want to add too much confidence, you know. So this daily we have confidence with it. This is extremely important to be aware of that. TPO we have 28290. is high. God. All right. And so let's take that one. It's almost the same, I guess, than the TPO. 28 to 88. All right. Let's add this day negative path control to be low. 28 to 88. So this will be a day negative path control. If you don't get why I'm not adding every single level, it's simply because I don't want to get too much level on my chart. Like, we already have a lot as a day trader, and so if you start adding every single levels, every single confluence, so it's good if you want to see where is the confluence, right? But I'm done with this, you know. I don't need anymore to see where is all the confluence. I just know my targets and which ones are the strongest or not. For example, here the daily have the naked session path control. I know this for the day naked path control have the TPO. Yeah, that's perfect, right? I don't need to get all these levels here. It's not useful. So yeah, that is a nice and interesting zone here. I will add the fib here. Okay, this is the strategy I'm testing. Add the fib here, add the values. You have this on the right on your chart, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. The premise has some levels here, but everything is like not at the same place. We'll have like one here, one here, one here. It's not that good, to be honest. Let me see here if we can pull some more. So I would say on the lower time frame, if you really want to short something, again, I'm not saying you have to short here, it really depends on the direction, but this will be the first target, really. I know you can even take all of this. As a premise, this one is really big. It's a very, very big zone of big zone. We have like a big space in terms of price, simply because so we do have that daily first, but I do like also here the tops right here. We do have some tops here to possibly take some short stop loss, and from here get a bit of a move down or either a continuation depending on the direction we're gonna get. So that's why here we have a bit of a big zone. It's like this plus, so the 6186% because we have this double top, and so just above we have the target here, and so above this we have the path control with the TPU and the negative path control. So yeah, it's not an easy zone here, to be honest with you, on the top. Or you can maybe even call this as 3 zone if you prefer, so it's maybe easier like that. So you have the first one, the second one, and the third one. Okay, this may be easier. It's all about a zone here. Okay, all this, yeah. Sorry. So yeah, this early target's really above for day traders. You really want to take something on a lower time frame, otherwise I will be looking at this. And yeah, so to the downside, I will really be aware of this neckline here. I mean, this stuff right there. Yeah, so yeah, we either have this this long trade, as they said, or otherwise we'll have this short trade. That's it, really. Okay, this is just what I'm going to look at really to the downside. And so yeah, with the waves, what, oops, I'm doing some points everywhere. Perfect. What we can look for here really is simply here the B wave to be done, possibly. Okay, we went into the 113, that is normally the stock market retracement, but that can absolutely plays out on a crypto market, as you can see. That's why it's on the chart. And so yeah, now we got a rejection from our target. If we start getting some 5 waves to the downside now, we can absolutely look for the drop of the C wave. Okay, we can absolutely look for that C wave here to the downside. Okay, now of course if we start making, for example, I don't know, this, then okay, that can be, I don't know, W, X, Y, X and Z, for example. I don't know, some because the thing is, this right here gives too much possibilities. Really, I got a question yesterday. No, I mean a question. Just if you can do the smaller wave. No, I'm not going to spend some time on this. You know, I'm done with this. I'm doing the smaller waves. I'm checking if they're too much possibility or not. If this is the case, I don't care about the small wave, because I mean, is it really useful to do a wave count where you just have tons of different possibilities, and so you don't know at the end what you're looking at? Yes, it's good to gain experience, but I already have my experience with little waves, so I don't need anymore to spend some time on this. And yeah, I mean, for me, just use this. So I can give you all the different possibilities, but I mean, it's not useful at all. So it's better to get a plan with the level at the moment than with the smaller waves, okay? Now, of course, you have to be aware of the context you're trading in, so to speak, the higher time frame waves or the medium time frame waves. And so, by the way, you already have the first video available on the YouTube channel about the higher time frame. Is it possible to go to is it really possible to go to 100K? If you don't know, and if you want to get the answer, just go and check this out. This is the bullish plan on Bitcoin. Of course, I am not saying I am bullish. Yes, there is moon in my name, but it's for the long term. It's not for the short term like this. I am neutral. I am not super bullish. There is the bearish plan coming also in some few days, the bearish possible count on Bitcoin. So you have to be aware of both. And I'm not only bullish or not only bearish. I am neutral. I'm just trading what is happening on the chart, such as this, you know. I was not, as I said yesterday, looking for this for this kind of big move like that directly. No, we cannot just look for that. We have to look for the plans step by step. Before we was looking for an ABC flag here, we've got an invalidation. We've got absolutely no reason to short that. Again, we are able to make the decisions simply by reading the order flow. And so, bam, we just move to the next wave. What is the next wave? Bam, ABC flying from here. We've got the good data for a short. That's a short to take. We've got a very nice 3-5%. I can't remember the percentage of this drop, by the way. Yeah, almost a 5% drop on the largest big cryptocurrency. This is pretty cool, not gonna lie. So yeah, in any case, this gave a very good setup. If now we make one more new highs, who cares? We're just going to look again if we can short that. If we can't, then we get invalidation on this and we just switch to the next wave. So the next wave, you have everything again on the Discord server. Is simply, bam. I have to be used with a new channel because there is not a VIP section anymore, so the channel's names are not the same. Do Bitcoin here. So you have this first possible configuration I was looking at yesterday, and so now, bam, you have the second configuration. If we break, you know, the B wave targets, we simply look here for this big double XY here to the upside, and for a larger, bigger Y here, W X and Y. Okay, I really hope that makes sense. So if we start breaking this B wave maximum target here, get some color close above here, we simply remove that right here. Okay, we accept this Z wave was done here, and we just take this right there. Okay, and we look for a bigger correction, double XY here, larger to the upside, and so we are in the X wave here. If I can catch the X wave top again, the X wave can take more and more and more time. It is absolutely something possible. We can get, for example, an A B C flat, as I explained it yesterday, a triangle, not in an X wave. Okay, we can get a bigger double XY. It's something possible too to make that X wave. And now again, if we start getting this X wave that is breaking the W root, that is not possible, we simply look for an ABC flat. And if again it's the same process on a lower time frame, for example here, if the B wave we get some kind of close above, this is not valid anymore. Here it's exactly the same. If the B wave here gets some kind of close above the 123, 127, it's very simple. I'm taking this double XY not as a double XY anymore, but as a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 impulse, and we'll just look for the continuation. You just have to go and watch the bullish plan to understand this wave count. Okay, not gonna repeat myself really on all the bigger time frame plan, everything. You have one video for this and it's already announced. Okay, so you can really yeah, get all the information at one place, and it's in this update, not in the today's update, but in the bullish plan that is right here, 100K possible with a big green color here, and you will get in a few days the big red color. Anyway, so yeah, this is a plan really using the waves right now. Just gonna control this so I can get back my ABC fly here. Bam, here we go, perfect. So yeah, I don't know if you have some question on this, really let me know. And that is a lovely rejection we've got from our first target, really. This is pretty cool. And yeah, of course, all by getting updates on the Discord server. So I'm really happy to see that you all, I don't know if you all enjoy that, but some of you are enjoying these updates live in the time. Of course, we're not a signal group because I'm not providing signals. I'm just here to teach you the right way so you can make some informed trading decisions. This is the only thing, you know, I'm not going to make signals because this is not the way to become profitable. If you want to become profitable, you have to do your decisions by yourself. Okay, you have to make your decisions. I am not going to make the decisions for you. Okay, so I am giving you everything. Of course, I'm letting you know if this is more bullish or bearish, but I'm not going to tell you if I'm entering the true or something. We are not, I mean, I am, this group here is not a signal group. If you want a signal group, you're at the wrong place. I'm here, you're here to learn, I'm here to teach you. And yeah, in my opinion, this is the best way to become a good trader, right? It's not by copying something, I mean, someone. If that was good. Okay, if the copy trading or something was good, I think a lot of people will be rich, and that's not the case. So I'm not sure this works. Did this work very well? But anyway, yeah, we also got, for example, Magic yesterday. I updated, by the way, live in the time on the Discord server in the live chat here. I was just updating my Magic chart here, plant some targets, and so if you go on the on the first target we've got a nice 5% bounce. Again, see the green square start really from the 6.86%, not even from the bigger weekly negative path control. Is a big level. We go into my first target and we get a bounce. That is absolutely crazy. 5% push to the upside from my first target. This is insane, really. So you've got this, you've got Solana that just got a very insane push up from here. I mean, this is just absolutely crazy. Yesterday updated that. I told that I was looking for a possible wave 4 and a possible wave 5, depending. Okay, depends really what do Bitcoin. If it drop and bounce on Bitcoin, then gonna drop and bounce on that one. We've got also the drop and the bounce. If you check out this, we've got the drop and the bounce. Yep, the wave 4 right here. I don't know why you still see a on this. So you've got the wave 4 and the bounce. It's just absolutely crazy. Same for TRX. You've got, so the ABC fly, you know, we've got we planned yesterday, and from the 1618 we get a bounce. That's pretty cool. Yeah, so that's pretty cool, not gonna lie. We're getting some very large amount of trades this past few days, and you have everything here in the bounce section. You also have ton. For example, here this was in the VIP section before it was public. So you've got this first resistance, first support, going to the first resistance drop, and going to our second support. I mean, to our first support. And now, yeah, it depends. We'll see if it bounces or not. But the problem is, I will be a bit careful with that chart here, simply because this chart here is ton on Bybit, and so on Bybit we don't have a lot of data. As you can see here, this is a wave chart, we have a lot more data, and on Bybit we don't have a lot. But this is here a very strong target. Okay, we have a lot of volume on every exchange. That's pretty cool. Let me just pop out the chat here because I see that we have a question right now. Pop out the chat. So let me just go on the chat here and just pull this here. So good morning, mate. Will you analyze bigger time frames for daily? I mean, do you mean with the level? Do you mean with the wave? Because with the waves, as I said, I already made the update yesterday on the bullish plan. This is a bullish plan for the bigger time frame. So really go and check this out if you didn't yet. And I'm going to upload today or tomorrow the bearish plan, really. So if we are bearish, what we can expect, really. Okay, so you're not going to see this kind of big green candle, but a nice red thumbnails with a nice red candle with a nice not 100k but 10k at that time. But yeah, otherwise, yeah, as I say, I'm not going to do some bigger time frame count in these updates. It's really for day traders, and of course, if the bigger time frame plan have to be updated in these updates, I'm going to do it, of course. Okay, but yeah, today is not needed because I updated everything yesterday. But I mean, yeah, for a daily, I mean, if you stay on the 4, yeah, you already covered that with the waves. You know, the ABC flow, the double XY as we plan. So yeah, this is a 4. So I think this answers your question, really. It was already answered. I don't know when you posted that, but I think I already answered your question, by the way. With the levels and with the waves, by the way. That's pretty cool. By the way, I wanted to check really quickly here the order flow to see if this is more bearish or bullish. Let me just put this on the right. As always, by the way, if you enjoy this kind of daily updates, don't forget to smash that like, to subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications. It is very important, just a bigger reward for the work, really, for all the updates I'm giving you for absolutely free on the Discord server, and even on YouTube here, these kind of live streams. Yeah, just if you want to thank me, really, because you're taking advantage of all this for these informations, really, just you can reward myself, if you can say that, I don't know, by just liking the content and subscribing to YouTube channel. And welcome, by the way, to all the new subscribers, and don't forget that there is a giveaway running, and there are just now 7 days left to get a chance to win one of the 3 prizes here. It's absolutely free, just to thank you for the 500 subscribers on the YouTube channel. We're now, by the way, 1,000, so it will be also for the 1,000. it went really fast. It was really quick from 500 to 1,000. That's pretty cool. But yeah, there are only 7 days remaining, so go and check this out. You have a one-to-one session with me, so if you want to learn how to read an order flow, learn how to use Elliott wave, how to understand waves, go take your chance now to win that, because you're going to get a lot of insight. I'm going to record this one-to-one session. I'm going to give you next the video, and in addition to this, before we go live, I mean, I'm doing the one-to-one session, I'm going to ask you what do you want to learn. So I'm going to make a PDF so you can get a plan during the session, and so this PDF I'm going to give it to you next. So really, if you want to win and to get a chance to spend 1 hour with me and ask me whatever question you want, really trading related, of course, go and take your chance. Otherwise, the second prize is an MC sweatshirt, and the third prize is 1 exochart sponsor free. You have 3 winners, by the way, for the exochart month. We have 3 prizes, but 5 winners. That's pretty cool. And so yeah, exochart again is this, where you have in order the order flow. This is how you can make such decisions. I can repeat myself on the decisions, but I've got everything on the Discord server yesterday. Or where you can get these kind of levels to get some very, very nice plans, such as break this day-in-day path control, look for 27.2 directly. This is how you could expect that. If you're not using an order flow, you can just not expect this, okay? It's not just impossible. Or you cannot just recognize this is a long, right here, you can just not recognize this is a long, this is a long, this, I can't remember if I do that one or not, okay? But this yes, this one yes, to the short, and yeah, I mean, this is just absolutely crazy, right? So yeah, so you can run the market, we can say that. But anyway, so I wanted to talk about something, completely forgot again. Yeah, the order flow, here we go. So yeah, the order flow. So right now, is it more bearish or bullish? Let's see. Alright, so what do we have here? First of all, here we do have some big bullish divergence, but I will be a bit careful with this. As you can see, low, high, low, 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 low. So we do have absorption down there. Would have been nice to see if this was getting absorbed or not. Let me in the time, and I can't remember if this was getting absorbed or not. We cannot really see here. Anyway, you see that big bearish divergence we've got yesterday on the top. Look at that. You've got like 8 million of new contracts here of longs opening here on that top. I mean, right into the news time. Okay, the news was at 4 p.m. You can see it's exactly 4 p.m. my time, UTC +2, and we have like all the longs opening. We take the high at the same time, and from here we get the good bearish reaction next following this. I mean, who the fuck will long this? Really? You do not long the breakout. You long the support here. You do not long up here. And if you miss that trade, if you for example, if you do not do that long and just keep pushing high and high, do not FOMO. Wait for the next. You're always going to get an opportunity. Just wait for the next trade to come to you. Don't trade because you want to trade. Trade because there is a trade to take. This is just the reason why you should open a trade. Take it if there is something to take. Don't take a trade if there is nothing to take, just because you want to trade. But here the order flow. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, the numbers here in the table are very small, so there is nothing crazy here to trap. We do have more longs than shorts, but I mean, the amount are not crazy, so it's fine. It's not like, for example, I mean, yeah, all the way down here, if you go on a bit of a lower time frame, we got longs all the way down, trying to long every single lows, but these are longs with no take profit set, and so they're just getting wrecked, and wrecked. Long here, wrecked, long, wrecked, long, wrecked, long, wrecked. This is pretty crazy. Like, look at that. You have like, you take some lows here, you have a lot of people shorting on the lower time frame. We got like 2 millions. You get next to the reclaim, of course, to trap these longs. We went into a liquidate, I mean, into the short liquidation price. From here, get a drop. We've got 1 million here of new longs opening. We've got 2 million here of new, 3 million of new longs here opening, so we trap all of this, bam, get wrecked. From here we get another 3 million, 2 million, another 1 million, 1 million, 1 million. I mean, this is what the fuck, really? And so from here, bam, of course, take the lows. We just liquidate all of this once more. Again, here we get another 1 million, 1 million, and that's it, really. Man, that was, yeah, around the New York and yeah, the end of New York, the New York session. So it's normal, to be fair. But even here, I mean, look at that. We get like 1 million of longs, bam, take the lows once more, and from here get a bounce. That's pretty cool. Yeah, get another drop next, and so from here. That's a very low. So we have 2 millions here. 2 millions. and that's it really, nothing crazy otherwise. Yeah, this is not that big compared to what we've got before, so I'd say right now this is a place where I'm not interested into a trade because the data are not that good. There is no in-house trades to trap. So I'm gonna wait for any level to be hit really, because here we have no absorption on the highs, we have no absorption on the low. I mean, we have no real absorption, no big absorption here on the lows. So for me right now there is nothing interesting with this order flow. If you go maybe on a bit of a lower time frame, such as the 5 minutes here, let's see. Yes, I do have a bit of a bearish divergence here. Bearish CVD. But the thing is, this bearish divergence, you can see this bearish CVD here, play it. Why? Because we already took some few lows here, and now we're reclaiming. So, but now we're in this high, low, high. So we still do have a bit of absorption here. Valid till we take this high on the CVD, and we take this high on the CVD. Yeah, nothing crazy right now to be fair with the order flow. Now, not a place where I'm really interested into a trade. So gonna remain patient for anything to be hit really at the moment. You can try to short this day negative off and try if we get some good data of this, okay, but gonna remain my short from higher and gonna stay in my long from low for the moment. Gonna either wait for higher to come for a short minimum from here, and otherwise for a long I'm gonna wait for. Wait, let me see if that can be a leading. Yes, it can. A very complex one, but it can. A wave 1, you have a 5 waves. A wave 2. A wave 3, you have a 5 waves. Oh, wait. Yeah, I'm stupid. Yeah, you do have the 5 waves here. Yeah, like this. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, I'm stupid. Not. I haven't taken the highs. Wait, wait. I have to think. Where is the low here? Yeah, I don't like it so much, to be honest with you, to be at the end. It is possible if we're in this 1, 2, 3, this wave 4 was here and this was a wave 5, but it don't looks like the wave 4 bottom is here if this is a wave 4, because the RSI on many time frame have a low here and not here. So yeah, no, I'm not looking for a long in between here too. Oh, wait, let me just. Like that, I'm gonna do it on the lower time frame chart here. Yeah, so the only good place really here to look for a long is really down to the value area low here, the swing third pound. If you're for scalpers, if you want to look for a long, really, if you want to look for a trade, it will be from the value area low here to the lower here. If we get nothing of this, then there is just no way to trade this. I mean, look at that, we're just below this path control, this value area high. I mean, now we're just a bit above, but we've got nothing in between, just all the lows here. But it's still very high to look for a long, so I will not long here, to be fair. Even if we push high, I'm just going to remain my long from low here. Yeah, I mean the real first better confidence come really around this value area low here and the low here. So this for scalpers will be the possible trade to be aware of. Okay, where we just come back down, go into the value area low 6.66%, and maybe even a swing for pound out low. If we get something bullish in there, then you can take a long. If there is nothing, you look for a continuation here. Okay, again, just read the order flow in here and you will get your answer, right? Yeah, and otherwise we just look for a new low to be made. Okay, and we just stick to the plan, you know, with a big trend line here and stuff like that. So yeah, that's it really for me for today. Nothing more really to add on this. Yeah, there's just nothing more to add on this, to be honest. If you have some coins you want me to analyze, drop some names. I will see if I can do something, if there are some nice levels or not on them. If it's not the case, I'm going still to check the crypto, but I'm not going to share it, I think, because yeah, I mean, maybe I'm going to share what I found, but yeah, there are not some good setups on this. I'm not going to look for trading really on this one. But if you have some coins, some names or something, really nice to drop them in the live chat now, because I was checking at this yesterday, you know, like so I update. I mean, you have some TAs on Ton, TRX, Sol, Cardano not yet, or I've done with this with JPs. Dodge, I have done the TA, but I don't like the waves on that, so I'm not going to trade this. XRP, I'm going to record a full update. I'm going to upload on the YouTube channel. BNB updated. Oh, by the way, BNB. BNB here. Okay. So yeah, you see, we've got the nice fake out of the triangle again. And why the fuck would you long here? This is you do not look for a long here. Okay, as I made it very clear in this right there. I also posted a screenshot in addition to this. Okay, so you can really be aware of how to trade this. Either we get a flip, so we break out, we go for the swing flip on here, we get a flip to support and we get a bounce. Either you get a reclaim of the range, we flip it into resistance, and from this flip to resistance we take the short trade. So here we just need to wait for the flip to resistance, and if Bitcoin is bearish at that time, that's a short trade. If Bitcoin is not bearish and keep pushing higher, we're just going to fake out this reclaim of the triangle if we're doing this. And here at that time Bitcoin is not bearish, it's just pushing up and up and up and up and up, and it's just gonna follow, and we're just going to fake out the reclaim of the triangle. So we'll get a fake out and another fake out here. Okay, simple. And now if Bitcoin is bearish here, in that case, yes, this is a valid short setup, and you can write it down to the bottom right here. Of course, still take profit in between. We never know really if we can do a much more complex fake out. So we just do this, fake the drop, and bam, reclaim, and bam, you do this. So yeah, we'll trap even more people. That will be really complex to trade, but this can happen sometimes. So we still have to reward ourselves and try and take profit one time. Okay, to make sure we lock some profit, and now the trade is safe, we cannot take a loss anymore. This is the first possible configuration. Otherwise, yeah, we will look for this for the lows right here for a possible fake out. So maybe we're going to get also a fake out the lows, you know, if we get that and get a short trade, so to speak, we get that short right here, okay, as planned really in the update, bam, and you look for the lows, then maybe we're going to get the longs, the long. I don't know, it depends if Bitcoin is doing a massive drop. If we're just doing a massive drop, it's gonna break our head to the downside, but no worries, it's gonna tank very hard. But yeah, for example here, maybe on the low we're going to get another fake out here, we just reclaim, back test, and bam, we get the long, right? So we will get a short, and then we'll get the long trade. I don't know, it depends what we get next on the low. If we just get a breakout, no, we do not try to catch a knife here, we catch the knife when the knife stop it to fall. And so it's not really catch a knife at the end, but yeah, we catch that when we just do a flip to support, and then we get a rise. Okay, but again, this is not a triangle using yellow wave. Look at that, you've got an A. If you're using yellow wave, you got an A, B, C, D, E, and the E here, you will possibly get a trade, but normally you're not looking anymore at this E wave when you break that top, and exactly when you break that top you get the retrace. Normally you will stop looking for the short and we drop. That's why this is not an yellow wave triangle. Okay, this is absolutely not an yellow wave triangle, simply because now it's not valid anymore. As you can see, and I say I made it very clear before even we get an innovation, it is not an yellow wave triangle. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty cool. If you want to know how to recognize this kind of triangle, you have everything on the website again once more. Everything in the I don't have this here because I'm not looking on that account, but I mean on this browser, but you have in the course Elliott waves, ABCD triangle, and you have everything in there. Simple as that really. But yeah, otherwise, what do we have here? BNB, so XRP, I added that in my to-do list. So maybe gonna do this today and the bearish count tomorrow. The thumbnail is already ready. Where is this? Where is this? Here you go. Look at that. Look how perfect this is. That'll be the bearish count. Yeah, normally, yeah, this was a bearish. Yeah, nice. So anyway, XRP also will be coming on the YouTube channel. And Dogecoin, nope, not interested into this one. The waves are not really respected. Cardano, I have my way on this, but I'm not trying it at all. I'm not interested at all into this. I'm really waiting for some push-up pull to trade out, so we really get some strength on this. Otherwise, not really interested in this. CRS, DA, I don't care. Dot. Okay, let's add this in a new tab. Matic, oh yes, Matic. I have to check that. LTC. Can check. BCH. I got an alert yesterday on this, but I didn't check at all what happened. Right then, that's pretty cool, right? We got a look at that. I mean, again, this was planned when it was here. First level rejection, and before that we've got absolutely no reason to. First level rejection, second level rejection. I mean, how perfect is this? This is just absolutely insane. This is absolutely crazy. I absolutely love that. BCH, am I going to update this? I'm not interested into that coin, to be fair. Link, it's moving, but I'm not interested. SHIB, oh, SHIB. Let me see what I've done. Oh no, it's not Tamadot, it's SHIB. Oh, just making my list, so I know exactly what I'm looking at. That is just range bound, right? Oh yeah, remember we've got this nice rate. All of this here. Cool. Now I'm not really hyped to analyze that one. Yeah, for the moment I will stay with this Dotmatic, LTC, and SHIB. No, to be honest. Gonna stay with this right now, and we'll see, because the thing is, when you have like already 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 coins, I can tell you it's a lot already. 6 coins to keep updated. This to keep this chart up to date is a lot, but like really a lot, because you have to spend a lot of time to really get some nice setups on this. And so I mean, the first time you do your TAs, but the thing is, when you do your TAs on the one coin, you really have to make sure you are fully concentrated on that and to really understand the context of that coin, so to speak. Where is the big support, where is the big resistance, and the context. What are the waves? In what wave? Your wave is all of this really. But the thing is, when you move next to another coin, you have also to think to this context here, and when you think to this context and you think to another context on another coin, another coin, you're like, okay, so when you come back on that coin, you have to rethink about all this context. So it's even like you have to restart all the TAs you have done before to really make sure you have the good context in mind, and you can now bam plan your nice targets, your good targets. So that's why to get like too much cryptos, I mean, it's cool to get the waves on that, but I mean, to trade this, when you start getting already the amount of crypto, it's quite a lot, not gonna lie. It's quite, I mean, for me it's quite a lot. I don't know for you, but for me it's quite a lot already. Dot isn't for the long term, so we don't care. But BNB, for example, Sol, TRX, Ton, when you have 2, 3 cryptos at the same time, it's very nice already, because when you have this 3 cryptos and you have some very strong plan days, I can tell you that you have to spend some nice amount of time and make sure you trade some high probability stuff. When you start getting 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cryptos, I mean, yeah, just no, this is not possible. So I'm going to do some wave, but if you don't see the updates every single day on this crypto, it's absolutely normal. It's simply because I'm focusing on 2, 3 cryptos, or maybe even just on Bitcoin, because sometimes you have to be really fully concentrated on Bitcoin, not on the arts, to really be able to trade Bitcoin good, such as, for example, trading almost every single highs and low. You really have to make sure you understand and almost stay in yeah, that's not true, because you do not need to stay all the time in front of the computer to be all the time in front of the order flow, but you have to stay a lot in front of the order flow to really understand what is the context, to really get the data live in the time. Because sometimes, for example, you're going to hit a level, you're going to get a lot of shorts opening, for example, a support, and when you're going to almost close a count, the open interest is decreasing. But in that count, as you was here live in the time, you know that at that place you've got some shorts opening, and if you come later, you have a decreasing of the open interest, so you don't have shorts opening normally on this, and so it leads to wrong analysis. That's why you have also to be here live in the time. And so yeah, this is something you have to spend a lot of time to really get the context. Once you get the context, you're very good next at doing some TAs. But yeah, so that's why to get too much crypto. So I don't know, to be fair, if I'm going to do this right here. I'm maybe going to do the XRP one, going to make this live on the YouTube channel, but to make I'm going to keep this in some tabs here, but I'm maybe not going to do this today, because yeah, I don't want to be on too much cryptos. I'm not really interested in doing this. The waves, yes, because you have to plan the context with the waves, but to trade every single cryptos, I mean, no, they leave it really. I mean, this is just I mean, if you're just doing this, you're just doing this. But personally, I have some other stuff to do. I'm doing some TAs on that. I have to do the thumbnails. I have to find some videos like this. I have to make all this. I have to update you on Bitcoin, to not saying shit, to not say shit really to you, to really give you the right informations really in the materials update here, not give you the wrong stuff. So yeah, I can just not be all the time on many assets like that and just trade tons of cryptos. And I'm focused on some different ones. And I mean, who cares really to be on 10 cryptos and getting wrong calls than being on 1, 2, 3 cryptos and getting some absolutely crazy calls. I mean, I prefer to get the crazy call than to get the wrong call. Of course, if you're on tons of cryptos, again, some very, very good calls, that's cool. But personally, I can just not do it. This is not possible. That is not possible. With the wave, yes, but with trading, it's you have to do a lot. And moreover, I'm running some stats at the same time on a lot of cryptos. I mean, to do all of this at the same time is just not possible, and I cannot just not do this these days. So I'm gonna stay with some few coins here for the moment, and yeah, we'll see next if I can upload some more. But even if I upload, for example, maybe my here, maybe you're not going to get an update tomorrow or something, because I'm not trading this, I'm trading another asset, or maybe I'm just trading Bitcoin mainly, and so you're not going to get something on this. But anyway, so yeah, that's it really for me for today. So don't forget that there is a giveaway still running on the website for absolutely free. Okay, there are just 7 days remaining right now. You have 3 different prizes: 1 1-to-1 session, an MC sweatshirt, 3 exotrans, I mean 1 exotrans for free, but there are 3 winners for that one. So if you want to get a chance to win one of the 3 prizes, just go and check out the MOONCHARTS website. You have everything in the description. And as always, thank you all for being here. I really hope you're all enjoying the content. You're making some money by following the updates. If you want to get such updates, join the Discord server if this is not done yet, where you can get all the TAs in the MOONCHARTS TAs. Here you have the daily updates. Okay, I'm going to post the links for tomorrow night next. You have the updates, how, I mean, everything what I'm expecting, really simple at that really, such as we are more likely to take the lows than to take the highs, and we did took the lows, for example. This is absolutely not a place where I will look for a long, for example. Here we'll long this and give you everything really. And by the way, today we have some news. Completely forgot to check this. I don't know. Oops, right here. October 3, yes, we do at the same time, again 4 p.m. UTC+2 we have a news. Tomorrow 4 p.m. again, and then we have non-farm payrolls. This one is moving the market. October 6th, so it's on Friday. Yeah, on Friday we do have at 2:30. But yeah, and FOMC, oh nice, FOMC on the 11th, next Wednesday. All right, nice. Core inflation. Good. So we have news today, tomorrow, and Friday. 4 p.m. and then 2:30. But yeah, I'm gonna repeat that every single day so we can get this every day. So yeah, hope you got the plan right. Thank you all for watching, and yeah, catch you all tomorrow for the next one. And otherwise, in another update, for example, maybe XRP today or the bearish, I don't know which one I'm going to upload, and otherwise on the Discord server. Anyway, you have all the links in the description if you're interested by joining us, and it's absolutely free, so feel free. Anyway, have a brilliant day, take care, and catch you all later in another update. Cheers.